Yeah, hi guys. This policy is called Screen and Stay, and there are a few caveats to it. First, your student's school would actually have to adopt the policy. It is optional for districts. It is not mandatory, and also it only applies to COVID exposures that happen within the school environment.
Screen and stay in school is one more signal of success in our battle against COVID.
Governor Lamont, state public health and education officials came to Newington High School Thursday to announce a new initiative meant to allow students who are exposed to COVID to skip quarantine and stay in the classroom, regardless of their vaccination status. It's called Screen and Stay.
You have an opportunity, if you're identified as a contact, to be screened for a number of symptoms, the things that we know COVID can cause. And if you don't have those, you can keep coming to school.
I asked Dr. Giuttani how this policy makes sense from a public health perspective, since you don't have to show symptoms to have or spread COVID. She pointed to the multiple layers of mitigation in schools, masks, vaccines, and social distancing, and said they are
Making a calculated risk based on data.
The alternative to Screen and Stay is Test and Stay. Other states are doing this. Dr. Giuttani explained why they chose not to make COVID testing a requirement of the policy.
Test and stay is extremely costly. It is very intensive and cumbersome on the part of the schools. There is a very limited supply of those rapid tests that you need to be able to do that. You need to have certain certification in your school to be able to even perform that kind of laboratory testing.
This policy mainly applies to masked COVID exposures that happen within the classroom or the bus. A student who is exposed to COVID, for example, while playing sports, at a birthday party, or who has a close family member who tests positive would not be eligible for Screen and Stay. Governor Lamont telling Fox 61 that depending on vaccination and COVID transmission rates after the holidays, he may be able to loosen the mask requirement.
If we still maintain our low community spread, like Connecticut's been a leader over the last 6 months or so, I think we'll be able to announce some changes. We're not there yet.
So now that you know what this policy is, how do people feel about it? Coming up in the news at 5, you're going to hear from students, parents, and the teachers' unions. Do they support this policy? That's coming up at 5. For now, we're live in Newington. Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.